Good morning. It's Tuesday, the 16th of September, about 9 in the morning. I'm in Little Rock, under a freeway overpass for Highway 67, approach ramp in Little Rock. And I'm about 2 blocks up from the River Market area, trying to get a little respite and peace from the flies of street people that seem to collect when I sit down to fix any sort of coffee, tea, or sustenance of any sort. And just up from the public library. Not sure why anyone would want to live in a city. In my travels, it's been interesting touring the little towns that I have. Very welcoming, even with their problems, most of which have had a huge pill problem, and a sense of hopelessness for kids growing up there. But Little Rock is mild as far as a lot of cities I've lived in or visited in my life. But on a scale of 1 to 10, they're probably a 2 as far as the issue of street people. And, the other day I sat down in the River Market and fixed a little coffee and had some food. Yeah, immediately 3-4 people sit on any available space near me or just stand nearby. And too much work being around that energy. But one young lad who sat down the other day, all excited by my bike, his opening sentence was, when his probation is over, he wants to go on a bike ride like this. And it turns out he was looking at 28 years for armed robbery, but got sentenced as a minor, and it's going to be expunged. So I had a lengthy conversation with him to ask if he fully appreciated the second chance he had in life. And, yeah. Yeah, so last night I was just on the corner from here, and no sooner got my stove out and was making coffee, and 2 dudes come up. Their convention was to carry a gas can around with them and say they ran out of gas on the freeway. And who drives with no money? I've been operating on no money for a week, carrying all my food. I've got 60 cents left in checking. But, so, yesterday, a guy leaving a River Market shop with a huge bag full of artisan bread. The top part of the bag ripped, and he dropped the bag and asked me if I wanted any bread. Showed me the whole bag full, told me to pick one, so I picked the boule of sourdough, crusted sourdough. But so last night sitting on the corner here, same deal. The guys with a gas can come by, and then a really large woman, black woman, came and sat down and started in on me. I just said, look, I have no money. I want to sit here in peace and eat. And shortly after that, a Little Rock police officer, a woman, walks by. Didn't even realize it was an officer. Very athletic uniform. Almost looks like a running jersey on top. She walks by, and the other woman said she needed a place to stay, or complained of chest pains and this kind of stuff. Anyway, had a lengthy conversation with the officer while she was waiting for find out if there was room in the local shelter for the woman. And it turns out the officer is 25 years of service. She's getting ready to retire and open a flower shop. So we talked for quite a bit about Little Rock and the changes. And, I shared how I had seen former President Bill Clinton on Charlie Rose talking about the public-private partnerships that they had put together in Arkansas, and specifically in Little Rock as well. It's another thing to see it in play. It's quite impressive. Clinton Library is about 2 blocks from here at the end of the River Market. The River Market is just down the street to my right. And 15 miles of trail, sidewalk trail for biking and walking along the river. And North Little Rock just across the river from that, which has its own set of problems, even worse than right here. But yeah, so when the officer was getting ready to leave, I told her that I had a name for her flower shop if she hadn't picked one yet. I suggested Blossoms in the Rock. And I can't tell you how delighted and profusely thankful, appreciative she was. She came up and she shook my hand and she said, I want to thank you so much. She said, it's been such a pleasure talking to you. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Thank you. That's such a great name. And she had mentioned about her faith prior. And I said it even has biblical connotations. But yeah, can't wait to leave Little Rock. I'm going to volunteer at a recycled bicycle center later today at 1 o'clock. They help people build their own bicycles. Started out as specifically for kids, build bikes for kids, but they have to volunteer 3 hours worth of time, and it's progressed from there. So yeah, but yeah, I can't wait to leave Little Rock, heading to Oklahoma City, which is 350 miles, quite a haul from here. There is a temp agency I am going to stop at this morning still. They pay by the day, so see if I can pick up some work there. But gotta say, I have not been wanting, so it is a little difficult operating with no cash. It just takes a little more planning. I was sitting outside of a convenience store 2-3 days before entering Little Rock, a little town, and the sign on the back of my bike, of course, says New Mexico or bust. And sitting on a bench hydrating, and young 20s, Mexican American or undocumented, didn't seem to be able to speak English. Didn't say a word to me, just as he walks by me to go into the store, he handed me $20. Imagine. Yet another random act of selflessness. But I thanked him and bought foodstuffs and that. So